might be signs in specific areas of the country, and certainly signs overall that growth in cases is slowing. If you look at the total 7-day average, we're now at about 780,000 daily cases. Hospitalizations exceeding last year's peak, around 145,000 people currently hospitalized with COVID. And deaths have been increasing as well, now up to 1,800 per day. If you look regionally, you are starting to see signs of peaking in the Northeast in particular. We were talking with Mike Osterholm at the University of Minnesota, and he said he thinks cities like Boston, New York City, D.C. may already be peaking. We are seeing that in the data. The West Coast is going to be a little bit behind, the Midwest a little bit behind that. And if you look at New York City in particular, and you can compare the curves as Evercore ISI has done in its graphs with London and the Gauteng province in South Africa, which really was the epicenter of all of this, you can see the blue line there is New York City, and now COVID cases with Omicron are 5% below where the peak was. So we are starting to see potentially a peak, at least right here. We talked with Dr. Osterholm about how quickly he expects to see these cases coming down after the peak. Here's what he said.
It's happening exactly as we said it was going to happen. You know, now we're going to say we got another 3 or 4 weeks. This is going to happen. Then it's going to get better. It's going to get a lot better.
And of course, we got news late yesterday on the vaccine front for parents of kids under 5 who are still waiting. Moderna saying that it expects to have results in kids down to age 2 in March. If those look good, then they'll file with the FDA. So March-April timeframe for both Moderna and Pfizer at this point. Kelly, back to you.
It's still a wait. I wish you could tell me when we're all going to decide that Omicron has peaked. But I take your point about the way it's moving across the country. So we are still kind of the early barometer here in the Northeast.
It does appear that way, yeah. And this has been the way the pandemic's been in the U.S. the whole time. It's really moved regionally and been kind of different in different areas. But, you know, over the next 3 to 5 weeks, Dr. Osterholm does think this is going to subside.